One of the first things that we got to do, guys, is we have to review the curriculum ourselves. We have to stop relying on other people's assessment, and including mine, including Greg's, and including the Guardian or any other newspaper, or the major national outlets that you guys might look at. I've provided the link to this curriculum. Take the responsibility for being informed about what's happening in your children's classrooms. Visit the classroom personally, spend time there. My kids go to a small classical Christian school in my area. I serve on the school board there. I've still taken days off work and sat in their classroom all day just to try to see what's going on. And I understand that this comes at a sacrifice. I understand some of you guys listening or watching it, you might not think it's possible. It might come at sacrificing a vacation day to do it, or maybe you have to take an unpaid day off. But if you have questions about what your teachers are teaching your students, you have to go see it for yourself. You need to take responsibility for that. The next thing is to speak up. So first, know what they're teaching. The second thing is speak up. Take the information that you've learned and speak up about the issues in a way that's winsome and effective. Don't be that jerk that's yelling into the microphone. I have a tendency to be that guy. I'm big and I'm passionate and I just want to get into the issue. But formulate a response that's respectful but to the point, and push back hard. You see, the government and the schools are servants to you, not the other way around. So but first you got to make sure you're informed and notified about what's being taught to your children. You got to be asking the teachers and the administration hard questions, and don't settle for answers that don't satisfy. Which means the first reason is so important, right? Know what they're teaching and then press into it and ask hard questions. And finally, guys, exercise your options to have your children excused from the teen talk curriculum and things like it. Parents do have rights, okay? In context of public schools, parents do have rights, and you should know what those rights are. And one of those rights is to opt your children out of controversial teachings. But this is where the teen talk stuff gets interesting, and where if you read what's happening in the Conejo Valley, at least where I live, the schools actually is a back door to this. The schools aren't necessarily required to seek the consent of students, parents, or guardians to teach this material. That's why the first two things, again, that I mentioned are so important. And my fourth step, and I'm going to take it a step further, guys. I recommend whatever you can do to take your child out of the public school system. I know this is easier said than done, but the way I see it, it's the only way things are going to change. I wish I could say that I think voting changes the system, or participation in the school board meetings. I think that these are ways to change things, but I think ultimately you got to hit them where it hurts most. And your children are viewed honestly as dollar signs. So when we take our students out of the public school, the government schools lose money. And if we were to have a mass exodus from people who are actually concerned about their children's education from the school system, they'd be forced to review and alter the curriculum and the things that are being changed to our students. I firmly believe, and this is my opinion. Again, I'm open to critique. I'm open to pushback. I firmly believe that the government schools, the public school system, is an indoctrination system. That's what it's become. It hasn't always been, but it is now, and the time has come that we need to push back by taking our children out of that. And I know that that's not easy for people. Trust me, I know. My wife and I, we've sacrificed quite a bit. We've started homeschooling my oldest daughter this year. She's 12, 7th grade, because we want to have control over what my daughter's teaching and learning, and it's come at a big sacrifice for us. A decrease in pay and stuff like this. So if you're able to, that's what I recommend.